good morning, friends. It's Tracey from Tea Time with Tracey and friends. Friends all around me. You just can't see them. Anyways, I have another little book haul for you. I've had this box from Book Outlet for a couple of weeks now. I haven't opened it. I can't remember exactly what I ordered. I really can't, because when I ordered these books, I ordered other books and I already did those hauls. And I forget what ones were left over that didn't come. So, first, though, I was to Frenchy's the other day to get, what was I getting? Oh, my son some more summer shorts, like for sports and whatnot. Anyways, I looked at the book section and I picked up a couple books. I picked up The Play by L. Kennedy. This is in the Briar U. I have some of those books in the series. I've never read them before, but I know I didn't have this one. So now I do. They're sports romances, and I remember reading the back of this. The other ones in the series is The Dare, The Risk, and The Chase. So I don't know which one this falls into, but I did read the back, and it follows a hockey player. I forget which sport it is. Yes, hockey. And he's like, of course, the cocky, all that in a bag of chips kind of guy, or at least he thinks he is, player boy. And he's trying to improve his image for some reason, whether somebody told him or what. And he's putting a celibacy restriction on himself. And he's at university, and I think this young woman is paired up with him for a year-long project, and the temptation is real. I don't know. It sounds ridiculous, but sometimes I need a little ridiculous in my life. And I'm not the biggest sports romance kind of person, but I don't mind reading them sometimes. I have quite a few on audio, but I don't think I have this one. Anyways, I do have some other paperback ones in this series by L. Kennedy, and I just seen it, and I don't know what books at Frenchy's cost, but very cheap. So that. And I got this beautiful one. This is all full of butterflies. I don't know if you can tell. It's Party Wall, translated from French by, I don't know how to say his name, but the book is by Catherine Leroux, and this is a combination of 3 short stories, and I don't generally read short stories very much. This is a Scotia Bank Giller's Prize finalist. Anyways, it has 3 short stories. Yeah, they're 3 stories, I think, but they all tie together, so it's like one story, but it's following 3 different. One is the woman, or a son, finds out after the mother dies that he might not be the biological, or no, the mother, a woman learns that she may not be the biological mother of her own son despite having given birth to him. Brother and sister unite as their mother dies to search for their long-lost father. 2 young sisters take a detour home, unaware of the tragedy that awaits, and a political couple, oh, there might be 4 stories, when the husband accedes to power in a post-apocalyptic future state, is shaken by the revelations of their own shared, if equally unknown, history. And then there's different blurbs here. Lyrical, intelligent, profound. The Party Wall is luminously human and surreally unforgettable journey through the barriers that can both separate us and bring us together. Anyways, I bought it because I really liked the cover and it looked smart to me. So maybe if I read this, I'll be smart. And it was nice. And it's a translated book. All right. Oh, another one I got at Frenchy's was R.L. Stine book. I used to read those when I was like a child. The Fear Street books and the Christopher Pike books. This was before Goosebumps and all that. But anyways, I think I read this one, and I might even have this. Like, one of my girls might have it up in their room. But I seen it there, and I'm just like, oh, R.L. Stine. I'll get it. And yeah, 25 cents or something. So I have a warning. May contain awesome books. I want to try to film a few videos today. I do a daily vlog anyways for my other... Oh, what am I doing? Is this going to work? Please work. It never works. Never works. Never works, Boris. He's right by me. I have you guys sitting on a pack of juice boxes held up with a little pot, empty flower pot, because my tripod is missing, MIA. But this way I can put these books on my shelf. I'd like to maybe film my TBR game today. I don't know. Right there. I honestly... Oh. Garlic and the Vampire and Garlic and the Witch. I've seen people talk about this, but when I seen this mentioned, it triggered me in a good way. I remember when I was in elementary school, I don't know what grade 2, 3, 4, our classroom got brand new books, and I remember the smell of those books, and I forget what the book was called, but the characters were vegetables, and every page smelled like the new book smell, and they were shiny, smooth pages. And I really wish, I believe there's a fence on the cover with little vegetables down at the bottom. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, I would love to have that book just for nostalgia's sake and read it, why that's in my mind. I seen this and I'm like, oh, this might suffice. But I guess they're cute little, they're graphic. They're graphic novels, I guess that's what you would say. And they're not scary. They're not very long, but I know I have a prompt, I think, on my TBR game if I get a graphic novel. Now I have some cute little ones. And my kids, I still got 4 kids at home. If they want to, you know. But they were on Book Outlet, so I think this is the first one, and this is the second one, and they're by Bree Paulson. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Because I kept wiggling, and I don't know. If I turn the big light on, everything's all yellow. I'd rather it be like this, and then you can see my doppelganger behind me, and yeah. Oh my god, that knife just stood up. Alright, another one, The Hollow Kind by Andy Davison. I forget what this is about. Okay, this is, follows a mom. Her name's Nellie. She inherits this farmhouse from her grandfather, or great-grandfather. It's on 1,000 acres of pine forest. It's a decrepit old farm yard, but she escapes her violent husband with her 11-year-old son named Max, and throws everything in her pickup truck and leaves to go to this farmhouse, which was unexpected. And she is seeing this as a new start. She's excited to be able to escape her husband, who's a piece of crap, and she gets to this farmhouse. No matter how broken down it seems, at least they have a place of their own, and she can start living her life. Anyways, what Nellie can't see, Max can. He sees things lurking. He feels like there's something ancient and in the grounds of this farmhouse. And I believe it's kind of a haunted house kind of story. So I think she's going to be bound and determined to make this work. Max, her son, is struggling. She might chop it up to being the move and the trauma that he might have faced before moving there. And she'll be in denial, but he'll see it. And then it's going to come to a head. I don't know. But I like haunted house stuff. I don't know what this picture is. It kind of looks like a bear upside down. Is that a bear? I'm not sure. Upside down. Black bear? Or is it like a panther? Looks like a bear to me. Anyways, The Hollow Kind. It's hardcover. There's like a map, so you can see that must be the farmhouse and the 1,000-acre thing. Redfern Hill, 1919. Yeah, I believe this is down in Georgia too. So that one. All right. Hampton Heights. It happens in 1987 in Milwaukee, an unfamiliar Milwaukee neighborhood. It follows two or three different groups of kids, and it's just a little small, like, suburban area, and one of them is doing paper subscriptions. The other ones are doing this and that. But freaks come out at night, apparently, witches, monsters, whatever. There's another one that's trying to seduce a lady that's in a caravan, and he mustn't be a child, but a teenager, maybe. Anyways, I think it says it's smart, it's funny, it's unpredictable. Hampton Heights captures the uncanniness and discomfort of early adolescence. So I think it's just kids bumbling around town, and there's little monsters and goblins and ghosts and stuff around. I don't really want to know very much about it. One harrowing night in the most haunted neighborhood in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Drive through. A novel drive through. There's a Burger King kind of sign. Anyways, just a fun little read. I thought the cover was cool too. There's a monster there, a werewolf there. There's probably other things, but that. The next one is I'll Be Waiting by Kelly Armstrong. Look at this cover. It's like one of those musical instruments that you play with your thumbs. I have one. I forget what they're called. All right, this follows a young woman who was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, and she never thought she was going to be able to live a very long life. She lives, well, in this book, she gets up to her 30s, and she ends up finding somebody that loves her for her and is encouraging her to think for the future, live for the future, don't give up, don't get depressed, all that stuff. It was just the bee's knees. Anyways, they end up getting married, falling in love and getting married. But unfortunately, shortly after their marriage, her husband, named Anton, gets in a car crash and dies. She's with him, and as she is on the pavement with him, holding his dead body, his whispering breath says, "I'll be waiting for you." Then he dies. Anyways, she's completely distraught because she knows she's not going to live a super long time, but she was excited to look forward to the future, to live the rest of her days with the man that she loves. And anyways, spiritualists, mediums, psychics are hounding her to try to get her to go to them so they can give her some closure. They might be scam artists. They might be, I'm assuming somebody filmed this because it was obviously on a road, and they're just trying to get a piece of the pie. Anyway, she's very upset and spiraling, and her family find a reputable medium, one that she agrees to meet with at the beach house where they were going to spend, or where they lived, where they were going to spend their time together. And when, just as the medium starts the seance, things start happening. Doors creaking, windows opening, swarms of bugs, all that sort of thing. And I guess it goes from there. That's pretty much what it says as the synopsis. But I've never seen anybody talking about this, I don't think. And it was just on there, and it sounds like it might be a fun time. It's not a giant book. And I just thought I would try that. I don't know if there's anything under the cover. No. But the dust jacket's pretty nonetheless. So there, that one. And last but not least is Wolf by J.R. Ward. I have, I think, every other book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. except this one. And this was on Book Outlet. So I got it. Some of the books that I have in that series are like the small mass market paperback. Some of them are paperback. Some of them are hardback. I don't care. I don't care if my series matches up. I know other people cringe at that, but I really don't care. Anyways, I have no idea what this is about. The Black Dagger Brotherhood world. There's the Black Dagger Brotherhood, but then there's the Legacy Brotherhood. The Legacy, which is in that world, which crosses over with the Black Dagger Brotherhood. And then there's this prison, the Black Dagger Brotherhood prison camp. So I think there's 3 books in this shoot off of the Black Dagger Brotherhood, which is all in that universe. So I'm not going to even try to tell you what this is about because I have no idea and I'm not that far up into that series. I think I forget which number I am on in the Black Dagger Brotherhood, but I have one of my next one is Beast by J.R. Ward, and that's on my summer TBR. So I will be getting to that. I'm going to slowly work my way through the whole thing eventually. But I got Wolf just because I didn't have it. Now I think I have them all. I think. If not, I'll get them because she's an OG favorite author of mine since I don't know how long. Since the beginning of my adult reading journey years and years and years and years ago. But that's my book haul. And I just wanted to get this box opened so I can put my books in my spreadsheet and then on my shelf. So I need to go see if my other kids are getting their arses up to get ready for school, and I can send them off on the bus. So I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love you. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, okay, guys, with that, I'm going to say have a good night or have a good morning. And I will. See you next time. Bye. Boink.